Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
And so tonight, I want to talk to you about why infidelity might be good for your marriage. It could be the wake-up call that you need. Now, I know I get the opportunity, and I am so blessed and I am so thankful that you guys follow me here on my YouTube channel, and I get the opportunity to talk to couples and individuals from around the world, and I don't take that for granted. But as you guys know, Gil and I will be married 36 years in July the 20th, and it has not been an easy ride. And the reason why I do what I do every single day is because I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes that Gil and I made in our marriage, or if you've made some, which we all have, learn from the ones that I have made and that we have made. And that's the reason why I try to be open and honest on my channel. And I have told you guys thousands of times that I was the one who created all kind of chaos in my marriage. And so I have decided to go on this journey and be open and honest. And so when infidelity happened in my marriage, it was a wake-up call for myself because Gil had got into an emotional affair with this woman, and it was because later on I found out everything that he used to try to discuss with me was stupid, dumb, and we're not doing it. So I literally just cut him off. Anytime he tried to communicate with me, we're not doing it, that's stupid, and that's dumb, right? Those were my standard answers. Did not know that I was cutting off the lines of communication, tearing down trust, tearing down intimacy, tearing down all of these things because he just felt that I just didn't care about him as a person, that he had no opinion or any of those things. In the interim, with me being competitive, and I'm just being open and honest on here as I am, right? I turned around and had a physical affair, right? His was emotional. Mine was physical because my thoughts was, how dare you do this to me when I am beautiful, I'm smart, I'm making it happen, I'm doing all of these things, right? And so the ego took over, right? And so we had to work through those things. But I will tell you that that emotional affair opened the door, and it became the wake-up call, not just for myself, but for Gil as well, for us to do the work and to really understand what we meant to each other and to change the things, right, that we were doing for that door or that portal to be open. So tonight, I want to talk to you about what that wake-up call could look like for you and how to benefit and how to make your marriage much stronger and much better. You can have life after infidelity. I'm not talking about something that just continues to happen perpetually on both sides. Then that is just being downright disrespectful. They don't care about you as a person. They're putting your life in danger. What I'm talking about tonight, how the wake-up call happened for us, it can happen for you guys, and your marriage can thrive and survive. Okay, so number one advantage of an infidelity in your marriage, you can discover underlying issues. Discover the underlying issues that might have led you to that. For me, it was a breakdown of communication. It was a lack of respect for Gil and his opinions and what he brought to the table. So that was a wake-up call when that other woman began to listen to my husband for me. Okay, so it can help you discover underlying issues that you guys don't even maybe not see, don't want to discuss, or too busy to discuss, or you just keep sweeping it under the rug. Number two, it gives you a revelation of the real situations that are going on in the relationship right now situations. It wakes you up, right? Because it's a jolt. It's a jolt of trust. It's a jolt of so many different things. So it wakes you up, right? And it gets you to reevaluate what is most important and what was the reason why you said I do in the first place. Okay. Number 3, it also allows for individual growth and self-discovery. When I was at my worst and acting such a fool in my marriage and taking Gil for granted and saying anything I thought in my head that it would come out of my mouth, any of those things, it allowed me to go and sit in a counselor's office and say, why am I so mean? Why am I so against this man that loves me and that treats me the way that I said that I wanted to be treated, and the reason why I said I do in the first place? And it allowed me to discover that I had abandonment issues and daddy issues and all kind of issues that had been suppressed when I was growing up as a child, right? And I also came from a whole line of bosses that told me I didn't need a man to thrive and to be who I am today, right? And that is not true. Everybody needs someone to love them, right? And so it opened that door for me to grow, and it also allowed me to explore self-discovery. Who was I and why was I operating the way I was operating, okay? And number 4, it improves your communication and your intimacy, right? Because when Gil and I came to the table and we owned our stuff, right? We owned our stuff. I owned my stuff. I apologized, but I had gotten the help and did the work internally, right, that I needed to do. And it increased our communication. We decided that we put boundaries. We discussed stuff that we had never discussed. We quit taking each other for granted. And that built the intimacy that we needed that sustains us to this day. Not sex. Yes, is the sex good? Absolutely. But intimacy that we needed to sustain us to this day, to 36 years and counting. Because remember, we have been married most of our lives, right? And I believe effective communication can get you through absolutely anything in your marriage, okay? And then number 5, it reinforced our commitment. We went back to why we said I do in the first place. We both rededicated ourselves to Christ. We put our marriage first, not our children, not our careers, not our family, not, everything else. We decided that besides God, we was going to be in it to win it, right? We didn't have a plan B, okay? And so my prayer is that this teaching open your eyes, not that infidelity is something to glorify, right? Not that it does not hurt, not that you can't get past it because you can, right? But it opened the door for us, and I'm just using myself as a testimony to say we're going to put a period behind all of this nonsense. We're going to rededicate ourselves to Christ, and we're going to rededicate ourselves to each other. Okay, so my prayer that this is going to help somebody, okay, and not be glorified as Gail is condoning infidelity, because I'm not, okay. I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week.